Welcome back. We back for another one, man. Another episode, another week of just straight venting. That's all it is for me. It's just venting. And I hope it's helping y'all. I hope it's relaxing. I hope, you're actually taking something away from it. Because that's what we're here for. We're here to vent. We're here to open up perspectives. And this week, what I've been opening up my perspective to is kind of what we talked about once before in finding your why, but I more so want to talk about it in the sense of, hold on. All right, I'll make my cut there and I'll say for both. Sorry about the cut there. I just wanted to turn my headphones down so it won't echo into the mic. But what I was saying was this week I've been focusing on the fact that I matter and I matter to the whole. And one thing that I thought about, somebody said this to me, I can't remember who it was at this point, but they said, if you live every day your actions, how did they say it? What was it? The quote was if you live every day your actions affect the world, then one day they will. So basically, the messaging that I got out of that is every day, we condition ourselves to be the person that we're going to become. So if you live your life your actions affect the world, you will become a person that affects the world. Everybody thinks that it's just this on-off switch and that you can code switch, and that's just not how humans are wired. Even if you can do it to a certain degree, you'll never be able to change who you are at heart unless your daily habits reflect that, unless your daily thoughts reflect that, unless your daily consumption reflects that. You have to utterly and completely be consumed in who you want to be, and that will become who you are. So it's important for us to watch our everyday thoughts and how kindly we treat ourselves. I've been known throughout the course of my life not to treat myself very kindly, not to fully believe in myself. Even when I tried to, it was something in the back of my head, always with seeds of doubt. And I planted those a very long time ago for whatever reason. And so it's always been there for me. And so now I'm now I'm coming up out of that. I am giving myself grace, understanding that the reason I'm here and the reason that I have to succeed is because there are people that count on me. And so I have to live my life every day like I know that. I have to make decisions that I have to think about, and I have to say, how does this affect my brother? How does this affect my sister? How does this affect my cousins? And while it may not be something in the short term or the immediate effect, what are the residuals effects that it could have? I've been training myself to think like that. And I find great comfort in that. I think a lot of people think that restrictions are a bad thing and that discipline is the antithesis of freedom. And I just don't agree with that. I think discipline is freedom. I think the ability to govern oneself and establish one's own rules by which to live by is freedom. I think when you become a person that society no longer has to check and balance, when you can regulate yourself, when you can control your own actions, when you have your own motivations, when you have your own moral code that you live by, and that's established and well thought out, then you are truly free. When you have your own regimen that leads you towards success, that leads you towards productivity, that leads you towards a better mental space, and you don't have to rely on the outside world for that, that's freedom. And that's why it's important. That's why that quote is important. You know, like, if you live your life like your actions will affect the world, then they will. Because you'll be free. You'll get there. You know, make your daily habits reflect who you want to be. And you'll get there, because you'll start to become that. You'll start to embody everything that you're telling yourself. You'll start to embody everything that you're practicing. I had a conversation with my friends not too long ago, a few days ago, and that's what they were telling me, and I wasn't quite getting it until I sat and thought about it. One of my friends asked me, "Are you allowing the things that you're doing to help you?" And I never thought about that before. Like, before he said it, I never thought about that. And after sitting and thinking on it, I know exactly what he means. You know, in order to become confident, you have to tell yourself that you're confident when you're not. In order to love yourself, you have to love yourself in the moments where you don't feel like you deserve love. In the moments where that voice in the back of your head is telling you to beat yourself up, you have to give yourself grace, because that's who you want to be. Even if you're not right now, you have to embody who you want to be. You know, that goes for the daily habits. If you want to be a clean person, you got to clean when things are dirty. If you want to be someone with self-discipline, you know, a disciplined person, you got to discipline yourself when you don't feel like it. If you want to be a loyal person, you have to practice loyalty when everybody else isn't. If you want to be a loving person, you got to give love when nobody else gives to you. We got to stop this notion that you have time to become whoever you want. Sure you do. But what if you don't? You have to be who you want to be today, because it does take time to build those habits that it's going to take to be the person you want to be. I saw a video with Joey Badass. He said, who you are in 5 years is just a reflection of your thoughts today. So if you train your mind today, you'll ultimately be who you want to be in 5 years. You have to put that into practice every day. There is no on and off switch when it comes to people. We are beings of habit. And we have to know that, and we have to understand that. And if we want to get better, if we want to do better, if we want to be better, we just have to do. If you want to love yourself, love yourself. It's really that simple, and yet that statement is so complex. If you want to be a kind person, be kind. It is really that simple, and yet that statement is so complex. Hopefully these words touch somebody today. Hopefully somebody took the message out of this. At the very least, I hope you guys got your brain turning. I hope somebody found this entertaining, relaxing, insightful, something. I hope you got something out of this. I hope I added some kind of value to you today. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you are on the video version and you would like to hear the audio version 2 days earlier, the links will be in the description. If you're on the audio version and you don't mind waiting 2 days in order to get the video version, head on over to the YouTube channel that's in the description of this video or of this podcast episode. You know what I mean. Just head over to the description. You'll see it in there. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys on the next one. Peace.
Hi, how are you?